Well, hello everyone. Welcome. My name is Shanita and I'm your host for today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by and being here. But if you have been here before, welcome back, friends. It's so wonderful to see you and to check in on you on this beautiful Monday. So, when we get started for our show today, I just want to say I'm so grateful to be here and to share this content. Put in the description, not description, but in the comments below any titles or subjects of interest that you may have. And let us process that together and go over that together. But for today, I have a beautiful question for you. And I want to know in your day to day interactions with everyone, are you showing up as yourself or are you showing up as the person that they need you to be? Now, for us empaths and highly sensitive people and healers, this is a very important question that we really need to honestly ask of ourselves and answer. So many empaths and sensitive souls, we struggle with self-abandonment. And self-abandonment just truly means that we tend to not put ourselves in a space of priority, that we will always allow someone else's needs or desires to override our own benefit. So when you're showing up as the version that others want instead of who you truly are, this is why self-abandonment hurts so hard. So in this video, we're going to explore why authenticity matters, especially for healing, and how to return to that true self with compassion and strength. Now, I'll ask you again, are you showing up as yourself or as other people need you to be? Now, if you're empathic or you're highly sensitive, or like me, you're both, you know how to read a room very nicely. It's part of your magic, so to speak. And we know how to become what others need us to be. That's the chameleon in us. We not only know how to read a room, but we know how to match the energy. We know how to hide in plain sight. And this is why people like caregivers, fixers, peacemakers, we are so wonderful at doing and being that. But here's a gentle truth I want to share with all of us today. That as proficient as you are in being all things to all people, you know that deep down inside, that really isn't love. Because those individuals that you are helping or morphing yourself into being, they're not getting the true authentic side of you. And you also know deep down in your heart that as you are being these different things to different people, you're not loving yourself by allowing your true, authentic, and radiant light to shine forward. This was something that I struggled with for so long, many years ago, that one day I woke up and I said, I have no clue who I am. I know who I am with this person at work or with this set of friends, but in the overall grand scheme of things, do you really know who you are? And that, my friends, is another level of being in self-abandonment. And when we abandon ourselves, we teach others that our needs, they don't matter. And we don't mean to do that because we obviously know that our needs and desires and wants matter. But we teach people how to treat us. And when we're constantly pushing our needs to the side, we're giving people unconscious permission to do that to us. But science, it shows us that we're masking and people pleasing, and how that keeps the nervous system in a constant state of dysregulation. It can't feel safe. There's no grounding, no homeostasis. And we can become stuck in stress and fight or flight mode. And that's a difficult space for any human being to live in on a continual and consistent basis. But in our spiritual walk, that shows us that when we are in our true and authentic selves, our energy flows freer. And when that energy begins to feel safe and flows freer, we begin to draw into us experiences and things that are in alignment with our authentic and highest version of ourselves. So being yourself isn't just about confidence, and that's a beautiful thing, but it's more to do with alignment. And just to go a little deeper with this, now if you're one of someone that considers yourself to be in the healing arts, you're helping people reach the highest version of themselves, or you're like me, you're helping people to remember exactly who they are before the world told them that, I need you to pay attention and listen to this, because this goes a little bit deeper for those of us that are holding space for other people. When you show up in your practice, in your work, as a version that you feel like your clients expect you to be, but it's not necessarily who you are, your work begins to lose a little bit of its soul, a little bit of its magic. But when you stand in your truth, your offerings, what you are presenting not only to your clients but to the world, it begins to carry more power. And if you're like me, it's not that you want to be the be-all or end-all. It's just that when you're working with individuals, you want to make sure you're giving them the best and truest experience that you can. But that begins with us. And that begins with knowing thyself as intimately and as honestly as possible. So you become more magnetic, you become more sustainable in your work, because it's a lot of stress and weight to carry around. This is who I am in my professional life. This is who I am with my family. This is who I am with my friends, and so on and so forth. What if we can integrate all those beautiful parts that you share with people and put it into one authentic, loving, compassionate human being? And while I know that's a lot of work, what I want to suggest to you is that it is so worth it. That you get to show up just as you are in all of your interactions, whether it's with work people, family, with friends, whomever. But when you're showing up as the practitioner or as the healer, you want to make sure that that authenticity meets the client long before the client actually sees you. You carry so much power. And when you're able to flow freely in that and feel your work, your offerings, your practice becomes that much more magnetic and beautiful. So think of it this way. Your authenticity, it's not optional. But what it becomes is medicine. As your light shines, you really do become a magnet to give people permission to shine their own light. Whether you're in the healing arts or not, you can be just a regular everyday person that doesn't deal with healing or energy healing, but that smile that you have because you feel very centered and grounded. Someone else is noticing that and is saying, I want that. You become the medicine. And that is a very beautiful and powerful place to be. So I'll ask you one last time, friends. Are you showing up as yourself? Or are you showing up as who they need you to be? Drop your truth in the comments below. I'd love to hear and see how you are reclaiming your authentic self. I am so grateful that you have been here, that you took the time to listen to this today. I hope that you would like, share, subscribe, and please give me your thoughts in the comments below because I will read every one of them. But more than anything, I wish you to show up exactly who you are, to begin to know that version of yourself, to accept that version of yourself, and to begin to live it freely. I'm so grateful you've been here. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.